Hello and welcome to Big Ups, how to jump like Super Mario. My name is Dan from BigGameCharacter.com and I will be your host. Something that is not discussed very often is the fact that almost every single video game character, at least those in platformers and the like, has a superhuman ability to jump. All right? Now think about Mario, a little fat Italian plumber. Somehow this dude is able to jump like 4 or 5 times his height, and even more so if he, grabs any kind of special cap or like the raccoon tail or whatever. So jumping is something that is a big part of almost every single video game that I played growing up. And again, nobody really considers the fact that these characters jump insanely high. Like, being able to jump your own height is really, really incredible in human terms. But video game characters, Mario, Mega Man, Samus, think about any platformer that you've ever played, they all jump like stupid high, alright? So we haven't really discussed it that much, but that's going to change today. So today we're going to work on a workout program to help you jump, alright? Now, we're going to start with a strength program, and then we're going to go with a plyometrics program. Now, the way that you're going to work this out is you're going to do each workout once a week. You're going to do one day, and then you're going to rest, and you're going to do another day. It's going to be plugged in with any of the other workout sets that you do from the blog. Just whatever leg exercises that you've got in those, just cut them out and substitute one of these 2 programs in for it on any given day. The reason that we are going to go with one of each per week is because the plyometric workout, which is the second one we're going to do, is a little tough on your joints. You don't want to be doing it every single day. And the strength workout is going to be real hard on your muscles. It's going to take a lot of strength to do that, all right? So you want to give yourself plenty of time to recover from both of them. You don't want to do multiple sets of plyometric workouts in a week, and you don't want to overload your legs either. So without further ado, let's get to the workouts. So the first set of our strength workout is going to be our warm-up sets, okay? Now, for the warm-up, you're going to be doing bodyweight squats, but if you've never worked out before with any kind of squats or anything, squatting your own body weight might be all that you can do, and that's fine. You're going to just do this as your actual exercise rather than your warm-up. So for the bodyweight squats, we're going to start with our feet about shoulder width, maybe just a little bit more, and we're going to reach our hands out in front, and we're going to squat down and back up again. Now, if you don't have the hip and ankle flexibility for it, you may not be able to go all the way down, in which case you want to just go to 90 degrees and then back up. When you do this, keys to consider is keep your knees in line with your toes. Don't let your knees buckle in like this, or let them buckle out. I don't really ever see that, but don't let your knees buckle in. Try and keep them right in line with your toes. Your toes are pointed basically straight ahead, or maybe just at a slight upward angle. All right? And again, we got our hands out in front of us because we want our weight to be on our heels. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that a little better. Because in addition to our knees being in line with our toes, we also want to make sure that our knees do not go past our toes. So we're going to keep our arms out in front. Again, we're going to squat down 90 degrees, and that's all you can do. Notice how I can basically tap dance my toes because all my weight is on my heels right now. I want to keep nice and back center. That's why our hands are out in front of kind of balance us. And you go all the way down if you can, and back up. Or just to 90 degrees and back up if the only flexibility you got is to get down to there. So you're going to do that 5 times, and then you're going to rest for a minute, and you're going to repeat that 5 times total. So 5 sets of 5 exercises. In between those, you're also going to warm up your calves. Okay? Calves, what we're going to do is we're going to raise up and back down. That's it, just up and down. And when we're doing that, we're going to do that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so basically, bodyweight squat, calf raises, wait a minute, repeat. All right, so 5 sets of 5 for each of these. That's your warm-up. So we're all done with our warm-up. We're moving on to the mother of all leg exercises, the back squat. Back squats, because the weight is in your back. Front squats are different. You hold the weight up on your chest. They work different muscles. But for the back squat, we want to go ahead and, if you're working at a gym, head over to the power rack or the squat rack. If you're working out at home, this is going to be a little more difficult. You typically don't have squat racks at home. When you're first starting out, you can be okay because you can have a real light weight like this, so you can pretty easily put it up over your head and on your back. But later on, your squats, your legs are going to get stronger than your arms can lift. So basically, you're going to be able to load more weight up on the bar to strain your legs, but you're not going to be able to put it on your shoulders. You kind of need a rack for it to start on. So consider getting a gym membership or purchasing a home gym that's got a squat rack or a power rack, although they aren't cheap. So Same principles apply. I want to make sure that my knees stay in line with my feet. They don't go in, they don't go out. I want to go straight in line with my feet. And instead of having my arms out in front of me, I'm now holding the bar. What I want to do is I want to make sure I keep my back straight and keep my head up. All right, so I squat down, and again, 90 degrees if you can, all the way down if you can manage, all right? And back up. Now from the side, just notice, pay attention to the back. It's the most important thing is to keep your back straight, all right? Down, and then back up. Now, if you're first starting out, don't be ashamed to do just body weight. Do not be ashamed to do just the bar, all right? Your average Olympic bar at a gym is going to weigh 40 pounds, so that's a big starting point. So if you're doing just the bar, don't feel bad. That's where everybody starts out. You need to get proper form down before you load up a whole bunch of weight on there, okay? So start with just your body weight if you're just starting out, then move up to the bar. Don't be afraid to ask people around the gym for help or tips or even just to check your form, because everybody likes to help everybody else out of the gym. So just to make sure you go ahead and do 5 sets of those, all right? So 5 sets of 5, just like with our body weight squats that we started out with. Rest a minute between each set, and then you're ready to move on to the next exercise. So next up after our squats, we're going to do lunges. All right, I prefer to do lunges with dumbbells. You can do them with a barbell, like you do with your squats. You can load up a barbell and just keep it on your back, just like a back squat. I prefer to do them with dumbbells just because I feel like it works my grip strength a little more, and I always like working that. I also like the way that they kind of counterbalance each other as I'm doing my lunges. So for your lunges, you can again start with just body weight if you want. You're going to grow out of that pretty quick, move on to even just, like little 5-pound dumbbells or something like that. But start out, you can do just body weight. I'm just going to show the form with the dumbbells, and if you want to do body weight, just take the dumbbells away, and that's the exact same exercise. So for our lunges, we're going to start with our feet about shoulder width, all right? Our feet pointed straight ahead as well. And what you want to do is you want to step out, all right, a little more than a full stride, and you're going to go ahead and bend down, and then back up again. Notice how I go down until my knee is about 90 degrees. Now, if you want to go a little further, you can, all right? I like to do a little bit further lunges just because your squats work basically your whole leg and your back. Your lunges are going to focus a lot more on your glutes, which is your butt, and your hamstrings, which are the muscles under your thighs back here, all right? So by going a little longer and a little deeper, you work those a bit more. It's mostly about your range of motion, what you're capable of doing. So I'm going to step out again, and notice I step out here. I go down to about 90 degrees. I want to make sure that most of the weight is on my front leg here, okay? I don't want to be supporting myself too much on my back leg. And then I step back again. And you're going to do 5 for each leg. So this is 1, and then 1. And you're going to do 5 for each leg, and 5 sets of 5 again, just like everything else. You're going to notice a pattern here with that. And so once you're done with your 5 sets, you're going to move on to the next exercise. Next exercise is just weighted calf raises, all right? So for these, again, you can do them with dumbbells, or you can do them with the barbell on your shoulders, like with your back squats. I'm doing with dumbbells right now, consider the dumbbells already set up, but you're going to get to a point where your calves are going to be able to lift more weight without being really strained than you're going to be able to hold in your hands. So you're better off usually going with the barbell and load up some serious weight on that once you start to get stronger. Until that point, you're okay with just the dumbbells. So up and down. You want to make sure you get full extension up. All right, I'm going to show you from the side here. Then we're going to go all the way up and all the way down. Don't go halvesies. And if you want, you can actually put your feet up on like a board or something like that. Get your toes on a board so you can get like further range of motion. I don't really have one of those right now or anything of the sort. But basically, you would just go ahead and elevate your toes a bit. And you can squat up and down with a little bit further range of motion. So that's actually your final exercise for the strength set. In regards to strength, I see a lot of jumping tutorials that are all body weight. In my opinion, that's very slow progress. Because here's the deal, once your body is able to lift something 3 to 5 times, adding more repetitions onto that will increase your endurance, but it doesn't increase your power or your strength. And what you want is power. That's what's going to lift you higher in the air. So if you don't go ahead and increase that weight, you can add on as many reps as you want, but once you get past 3 to 5 reps, you're not actually really getting much stronger or more powerful. You're just being able to do the same weight more. So by not doing weights in a jumping workout, you're actually really limiting and slowing your progress. So we did our weight set first, and then we're going to move on to the second workout, which is the plyometric workout. That one's going to be all body weight. So again, you're going to do your strength workout once a week, and you're going to do your plyometric workout once a week, and you're going to give them at least a full 24-hour period between each rest. So we just finished our strength workout, and through the magic of cinema, we're going to advance time to a couple of days from now when we do our plyo workout. And go. All right, plyo workout time. Plyo is short for plyometric. Plyometric means explosive motion. These are going to be all body weight, mostly because we don't want to put any more strain on our joints than we have to. Plyometric workouts are already pretty tough on your joints. You want to be careful with your knees and your ankles. You don't want to injure those. So when you're first starting out, take this slow. If your body says stop, stop, okay? Taking a day off of training is better than having to take a month or two off because you hurt yourself. So to warm up, we're going to be very similar to what we did before. All right, we're going to go ahead and do our body weight squats, 5 sets of 5. And again, you can go down 90 degrees or all the way down. And then instead of our calf raises, we're just going to start with jumping jacks. Which will be 5 sets of 25 or 10 if you're just starting out. And again, so you would do 5 squats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move right into your jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest, okay? Rest for a minute, go back into it. 5 sets of that. So, we've gone ahead and warmed up. Now we're going to move on to the actual exercises. First thing we're going to do is just jump. Sometimes the best way to get better at something is to do it. So you're going to start with your feet about shoulder width apart. And these are called tuck jumps. What you're going to do is you're going to squat all the way down, and you're going to explode up and bring your knees to your chest. All right? Now when you jump up, you're going to want to raise your arms up as you jump, because that's going to increase your height. And jumping is as much about building a skill as it is about building muscles. So you want to work on proper technique for jumping high, and you want to work on the muscles for jumping high. So we're going to squat low, and then jump, and bring those knees up. Okay? Again, squat low, jump, bring those knees up. Now when you land, again, very important part, technique plus strength. You want to land, balls of your foot, down to your heels, bend those knees, get a little flex. All right, so one more time, down, up. Didn't bring my knees to my chest that time, focusing too much on the landing. Again, down, up, and there we go. After our tuck jumps, we're going to bring in my friendly pair of cinder blocks here, and we're going to do pop-ups, all right? Now, what you want to do here is you can use chair too if you don't have cinder blocks. I just have cinder blocks. I like working with cinder blocks. They got a nice weight to them so they don't go anywhere. You got to put your foot up on your raised object. You want something that's going to bring you up to about 90 degrees. Bend your knee there. And what you're going to do is you're going to jump. You're going to explode off of the one leg. Your legs are going to switch in the air, and they're going to come back down. Your opposite leg is going to land on top of whatever it is you're jumping off of, and then your other leg comes down. So it's going to look like this. You jump up, and there we go. All right. Now again, you want to work on exploding upwards. Okay. So you want to go ahead and drive up in the air, and then switch up. So you want to do 5 for each leg, so it'd be 10 total. And then you're going to break, take a rest for a minute, and then continue on with another set. You want to do 5 sets of 5, just like everything else. Up and down, up and down. And again, look at the landing technique. One foot, then the other foot. Ba-boom, ba-boom. After our pop-ups, we're going to work on calf bounces, okay? Calf bounces, you're going to put your arms straight up in the air. You're going to bring your feet basically together. All right, they don't have to be touching, but you want to be close. And your goal in this one is to jump with your calves only. All right, you want to try and get your knees to not really bend that much. You need a little flexion in order to make sure you land properly, but you don't want to be like half jumping. All right, arms up, keep those feet together, knees locked, and boom, with the calves, up. And don't just, because that's not going to work anything. You want to come to a full stop every time. Arms up, and hop up, and down, up, and down. You're going to notice you're not getting crazy height. Your calves are not that strong by themselves, but they're a huge part of the full jumping motion. So again, arms up, hop up, and down, up, and down. So 5 sets of 5 of those. If you want, you can go all the way up to 10. Your calves take a lot of work to really get them going, but at least 5, possibly 10. Right? So one more time, arms up, pop, and up. The final exercise you're going to do on your plyometric days is, I like to call them blast-offs, or Ironmans when I'm working with little kids, because you're looking like Iron Man, you know, blasting off the ground. He puts his arms down, he's got repulsors on his hands, and boot jets anyway. So you start here like this with your hands straight down to the side, and this is different from the tuck jump where we curl ourselves into a ball and then jumped up and pulled our knees in and swung our arms up. In this, we want to involve as little of our upper body as possible. So you're going to keep your arms straight down. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down like you did for the tuck jumps, but you're going to jump up and just keep your feet down. You want to explode up with your calves and with your thighs. And when you explode up, you're going to go ahead and just point your toes, flex your toes down towards the ground. Now, you want to be careful on the landing for this. Make sure you don't lock your knees out, because if you do, you can hurt them. So you want soft knees as you come back down. So again, our hands are down straight. We squat down, and we jump up. Notice how little I actually use my upper body on that. My shoulders short a little bit. That's about it. One more time, I'm going to show we're going to go down, blast off. And the reason we're doing this is because we want this to be basically leg-centric. We don't want the upper body to help out at all. We worked our jumping technique on the jump tucks, all right? Here, we're just working just our lower body, explosive strength. So that's our plyometric workout. We had our bodyweight squat warm-up, jumping jacks, and then we moved on to our tuck jumps. Then we had our pop-ups, we had our calf bounces, and then we had our blast-offs at the end, okay? So you want to work all those. 5 sets of 5 for each of them, except for the jumping jacks. We're doing at least 10 of those. And again, rest at least a minute between each set. So that's your full workout. We had our strength workout first with our weights, and then body weight plyometrics, all right? Again, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to recover. Listen to your body. If it says stop, do so. If you want to see the full write-up for the workout, as well as extra tips, go ahead and check the link below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And as always, live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome.